From a mysterious, vicious creature that rampaged an unsuspecting town to strange lights in the sky. These are strange things entire groups of people swore that they saw. Really makes you wonder, are there aliens and monsters that go bump in the night? 13 unexplained mass sightings. What is the creature that has been seen by many locals in Pine Barrens, New Jersey that is said to let out a blood-curdling scream? Find out at the end of the video. Number 13. The Malawi Terror Beast. The Malawi Terror Beast is an unidentified wild creature that killed at least 3 people and injured 16 others in Malawi in 2003. The animal crushed its victim's skull and ate their intestines. Those who survived the attacks were left disfigured, some losing their legs, arms, or hands, while 2 of the victims lost their eyes and ears. One victim had her nose and mouth torn out by the creature. An eyewitness said that the Malawi Terror Beast resembled an animal that was responsible for killing 5 people and maiming a further 20 in 2002. Some believe it was a rabid hyena, while others claim it could be something else entirely. 12. The Stephenville Lights. On an evening in January 2008, about 40 local residents, including a police officer and an amateur civilian pilot, saw a UFO hovering over the small farming community for roughly 5 minutes before it streaked away into the night sky. Leroy Gayton, the police officer who witnessed the UFO, said that he was walking to his vehicle when he saw the luminous object in the air. He said it reminded him of pictures he had seen of erupting volcanoes, except that it was suspended over 3,000 feet in the air. Another witness said that they estimated the object to be a half-mile wide, at least a mile long, and much bigger than a Walmart. Viewer comment time. Thank you, subscribers and viewers, for leaving comments. We always like to pick commenters to give a shout out to, and for this video, it's Mo Bray, who commented on most haunting images from under the sea, who is not a fan of the ocean. And to Tracy Gomez, who loves her bull mastiff, who commented on most powerful guard dogs. Number 12. Rendlesham Forest Incident. This incident is probably one of the most interesting and fascinating encounters ever recorded, so much that this event in Rendlesham Forest was the inspiration for a recent movie. On the 26th of December 1980, a few United States airmen followed strange lights into the forest. A1C John Burroughs and Sergeant Jim Peniston, the 2 main witnesses, found a triangular flying craft hovering above the ground. Sergeant Peniston touches the craft and was hit with a burst of binary code. He later wrote down the code and found that the coordinates pointed to a mythical island, HY-BRASIL. Burroughs also had a strange experience where he felt as though he was being transferred between different dimensions, missing about 45 minutes of time. Have you ever seen something unexplainable in the sky? Let us know in the poll section in the top right-hand corner where that little eye is. If you click yes, then tell us about it in the comment section below. Okay, no more interruptions. On to our top 10. Number 10. The Battle of Los Angeles. In the early hours of February 25th, 1942, radar operators saw an unidentified craft 120 miles west of Los Angeles. They watched anxiously as it flew within a few miles of the Southern California coastline, then inexplicably disappeared. A while later, an artillery officer reported that he saw 25 aircraft flying along the coast at 25,000 feet. And a few minutes after that, other witnesses saw a balloon-like object carrying what looked like flares near Santa Monica. Then, other observers saw what appeared to be swarms of objects flying at speeds up to 200 miles per hour at various altitudes. Believing that the city was being attacked by the Japanese, the military fired 1,400 rounds of ammunition at the crafts, but none of the bullets hit anything. There was no wreckage found. Initially, officials claimed that the incident was a combination of mass hysteria and a false alarm. However, UFO enthusiasts believe it was an alien spacecraft. 9. The Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, a mass UFO sighting occurred. The video documentation of this event remains as some of the best evidence to date of alien life. Thousands of witnesses in Phoenix, Arizona saw something in the sky that night that could not be explained. It was a V-shaped flying craft that was hundreds of yards long. Some reported that it moved slowly through the sky, blocking out the stars above it. Others reported that the lights hovered in place and didn't move. A statement released by the United States Air Force claimed that the motionless lights were the flares from an A-10 Warthog completing a routine exercise. Many of the eyewitnesses, however, dismissed this claim. Number 8. UFO on the New Jersey Turnpike. Many witnesses, including an off-duty police officer, looked on in wonder as a display of yellow lights flew around in suburban New Jersey on the evening of July 14, 2001, and into the early hours of the next morning. At roughly 12:30 a.m., another observer, Carteret Police Lieutenant Dan Tarrant, said that he received a call from his 19-year-old daughter who was out with her friends. She reported that she had seen odd lights in the night sky. Tarrant stepped outside to look at what his daughter was talking about and was astounded to see 16 gold-orange colored lights, some of which were in a V-type formation with the others scattered around the formation. Tarrant also stated that the lights could be seen for a further 10 minutes before fading one by one. Number 7. The Pine Bush UFO Sightings. Throughout the 1990s, Pine Bush in New York was known as the capital for UFO sightings and extraterrestrial activity, causing thousands of enthusiasts to flock to the small town to witness the strange events. Due to this influx, law enforcement clamped down on visitors whose cars blocked the streets. Although sightings are now less frequent, there are still many reported. Visitors to the area stop in at the Cup and Saucer Diner to hear the unexplainable stories from locals, such as rings of lights, hovering aircraft, and hovering lights that move faster than can be explained. Number 6. Bright flash in the Michigan night sky. On January 16, 2018, the Michigan night sky lit up for a few seconds as a bright flash streaked across it at around 8 p.m. This light was captured by many people on their home surveillance cameras and car dashboard cameras. The flash was accompanied by a booming sound that could be heard for miles. One witness claimed that it was so loud they thought someone had crashed into their house. Detroit's National Weather Service believed that it was a meteor. 5. North Carolina's flying dinosaurs. On January 4, 2018, Cynthia Lee, a veterinary technician student, claims that she saw a pterosaur in the skies of Raleigh, North Carolina. She said that the flying creature had a long tail that had a diamond-shaped bulb at the end, no feathers, and a crest on its head. She said that she saw this same creature a few days later when she was taking an Uber ride. The driver didn't see it. Other members of her family claimed to have seen the same creature on other occasions too, and believe that pterosaurs are not extinct. Number 4. The Belgium UFO Sightings. On November 29, 1989, the first wave of the Belgium UFO sightings began. That night in Eupen, more than 1,500 reports were made about craft sightings. The mass sightings started the 2-year-long series of reports about unidentified objects seen in the sky. On March 30, 1990, 13,000 witnesses, the largest number of witnesses of these events, looked on as the Belgian Air Force sent 2 F-16s to intercept the unidentified objects. However, when they got near to the crafts, their equipment malfunctioned. Some believe that the UFOs are actually stealth aircraft belonging to the United States, although their government has denied any involvement. While there were many photos taken of the strange triangular aircraft, some skeptics believe that this is an example of mass delusion. Number 3. Catalina Island unidentified submerged object. On the same day that the Roswell crash occurred, July 8, 1947, 3 veterans from the United States Army saw 6 flying discs moving over the east peak of Santa Catalina Island, located off the California coast. More recently, a single-engine airplane was claimed to have been shot down with a laser by an unidentified submerged object, USO, injuring the pilot and killing the passenger. The most fascinating story claims that hundreds of USOs were witnessed by Boy Scouts who were camping on the island. 14-year-old Alan Burkle reported that several hundred objects emerged from the water. The same claim was made by a couple who witnessed the event in the 1990s. Some UFO enthusiasts believe that there's an underwater base for extraterrestrials located in the channel. Number 2. Lake Erie UFO Incident. In February 1996, an air shuttle pilot flying in the sky above Lake Erie was recorded talking about a UFO sighting with an air traffic controller. In the recording, the pilot sounds very certain of what he is witnessing, but seems hesitant to admit his certainty outright. In the conversation between the two men, a variety of suggestions are put forward and ruled out. The craft moved from below to in front of to above the air shuttle, but it was never picked up by the radar. Towards the end of the recording, the pilot asks a passenger to take a photograph of the craft, which he described as a bright light with a rotating light moving around it. Number 1. Light in the Phoenix night sky. At 8:28 p.m., a ball of light was seen streaking across the night sky of Phoenix, Arizona, and was also seen in California, New Mexico, Nevada, and Utah. There were over 85 reports of people witnessing this light. A few hours after the light was first seen, witnesses reported that they saw the light as far away as New York. The American Meteor Society stated that this was a meteor despite its fire-like appearance, while some others believe that this may be a UFO flying through the sky. The Jersey Devil is a kangaroo-like creature with leathery wings, hooves, horns, claws, and the head of a goat.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Coming up next, amazing mythical discoveries explained. Huge floating corpse of some nondescript beast with enormous fangs and very little fur left. In fact, it had already gone purple and black with decomposure, and the smell was horrendous. But it looked so eerily humanoid, and it didn't take the fishermen long to reach a conclusion. They had stumbled upon a dead